Syamannya desa Banuk, Pak. Tempatnya itu agak sulit, teman-teman. Ya aku bingung nenek ini gimana bisa naik sini gitu, Pak. Jalannya ribet. Setelah aku menamatkan ini, teman-teman, Horizon Zero Dawn, kemungkinan kita akan melanjutkan sih. Memulai gameplay game baru, yaitu adalah Far Cry, teman-teman. Bukan Far Cry, Yakuza, Pak. Jadi kalau ini udah tamat, kemungkinan kalau udah selesai, kemungkinan setelah ini apa, aku putar balik lagi ke Far Cry sore, terus Yakuza-nya malam, teman-teman. Sebentar, Pak. Nenek,
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times.
Nenek bukan, Pak?
Speak to me.
Ya, nenek, Pak.
What more would you have me do?
Oh, ini kayak ruangan yang memang dianggap dewa ya, Pak?
Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? I can't help you if you won't speak.
Sally bisa pasti, Pak.
Whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Dia kayak kebingungan, Pak. Ini bingung.
I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Oke. Sebentar, Pak. Ini nggak bisa diatur, teman-teman. Lagi ya. Let's go.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Return to scheduled task.
Diamond.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is Aurea, please.
Nih, Aya kayak gaya di pulau ini, Pak, di desa ini. Diserang sama kayak Hadesnya gitu, teman-teman.
You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you?
Siapa kau?
And what do you want?
Dan apa yang kamu inginkan?
Now Tuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Oke.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
Ya, nampaknya
She
AI-nya
saved
kenal,
my
Pak.
life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my
Oh,
wealth.
pernah
I was
AI-nya
cut off,
pernah nyelamatin
alone.
Aurea, teman-teman. Dulu
I lured the enemy into
pas
the
ada
rime
perang
drift, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured.
dengan
So
Karja.
I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer, lost like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
What did the spirit want
Ya,
from you?
apa yang diinginkan
She said she was
AI-nya
hurt.
denganmu?
Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were
Butuh
here,
apa bagian-bagiannya
in this
katanya yang
room.
lepas teman-teman, yang
She
hilang.
wanted me to bring them to Thunder's drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
Katanya awal mula
You had a communion
hubungan kami.
with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
Oh bisa
She told me
bisa
she
pernah
was
terbuka apa
lost
pintunya?
and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me.
Aku curiga AI-nya apakah baik
Kept
atau
each
enggak
other's
teman?
company.
Atau dimanfaatkan seperti siapa? Silence dengan
Aurea,
Hades teman-teman.
what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost
Yes.
soul. Cut off from what it needs. Lonely. Forsaken. I must.
Kita harus menolongnya.
We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
Bourbon said you
Silence?
might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I
Yeah.
don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine
Kering
his aid
kamu
is
tahu
very
sesuatu dengan
powerful.
Silence.
It will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this
Karena
matter.
ada sumpah yang
I
kamu
get that.
kasih tahu teman-teman.
You and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Tidak bisa melanggar sumpahnya.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times, first here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time, she told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes, something evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again, until today.
5 tahun yang lalu terakhir ngobrol.
What kept you from the spirit after it begged for help?
I went to Aratak, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to
Ini
Meridian
kayak
in chains.
film Game of Thrones
I
ya
wasn't
teman-teman.
able
Ada
to return to Thunder's drum until long
Mad
after
King
the
gitu.
liberation. Not until last
Raja
fall.
gila pak. Sebelum apa ayahnya Avad.
You
Anything
said you
Avad.
returned to Thunder's drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a warwick of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you,
I did.
I did.
About silence?
I've told you all I can. There's nothing more I can say.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two
Don't worry.
voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call the
Spirit ditangkap oleh
Whatever this
sesuatu yang
daemon
disebut
is,
demon.
it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't.
Oh.
Thunder's Drum is dangerous.
Drum
more
terlalu
than you
berbahaya
can
teman-teman.
imagine. The daemon has secured it.
Demon sudah
Besides,
menguasai daerah itu.
Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain.
Aratak nggak mungkin ini,
He
Pak.
can't be reasoned with.
Biarkan kita
Sounds
lewat.
like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one.
Kita jadi kepala itu.
It's not impossible,
Kepala
even for an outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you
sukunya.
were known among the Werak.
Wait,
Ya,
me?
disuruh duel sama Aratak.
Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine.
Sebenarnya satu-satunya jalan, Pak.
What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful. Aloy.
I did something that will help get the attention of the Werak. I got the tall neck near the frost figures moving again.
That's
Okay.
good to hear. I'm sure the Werak will be talking. Now you need to do something else to convince them of your claim.
How's Aratak gonna react to being challenged by an
Gimana
outlander?
Aratak
About as well as you'd
reaksinya?
expect. But let me handle that.
Pasti marah sih, Pak.
Winning at the hunting grounds will impress the Werak.
All Banuk strive to be the best. For our harsh lands will bury pretenders in the ice. And so the hunting grounds and the snow chance is a great boon. A place to hone our spears and sharpen our aim. Tell Lovuk, the keeper there, that I sent you. If you best the mark of one of the champions she trained, it will impress the Werak indeed.
You said I
Bandit.
should try to help the Werak by taking out bandits.
Yes. They don't dare taunt the great Weraks of Banaur to the north. But the cut is easier prey. A rogue Oseram
Disuruh
has
apa
equipped a gang
ada
with
menangkan
strange new gear.
hunting ground,
Just the kind of thing you seem to make sense of.
menangkap bandit.
You mentioned
si
your
dua sih,
friend
Pak.
Sakuli. Who is she?
A rock painter. One who makes my own scrawling seem meager. Find her in Song's Edge and help her gather the materials she needs. Her work will no doubt stand
Nolong
the test of
Sakuli,
time, and any aid you give her will be remembered.
Oke.
I need to get going.
There is much to be done.
Na 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 na. Pim parabam pim ping.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and
restrictions on machine intelligence.
I guess the old ones like these animals.
Pim pim parabam pim ping. Tutup pak. Bandung Storm Ranger's weapon box.
They are not.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental.
Ini orang pertama menyambut kita, Pak.
I did it on credit.
Di Desa Bandung ini.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hi.
Orang-orang yang berbisnis sama si
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
siapa Bulgren ya?
Not uncommon.
Bulgren menghilang, Pak.
That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel. It's not a
Ini hunter, Pak, katanya. Dan
Whatever
di
it is.
mereka itu katanya pergi tanpa kayak izinnya shaman,
You
Pak.
said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible
Mungkin
behavior.
mereka itu,
Still,
Pak.
I get the sense this
Pergi
wasn't
dari
a sightseeing trip.
daerah
They're
Bandung.
running from something.
Berarti ke pulau atau ke desa utama.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like
3 orang
these
katanya.
idiots. The molten steel
Anak
of
muda katanya.
youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made.
Kalau kamu ketemu mereka
A
bisa
scorcher
ingatkan
claw, a
tentang
loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap
perjanjian yang sudah kami
If
buat.
they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Oke. Bentar ya. Bulgren ya.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew.
Yeah,
But a new
pelukis, Pak.
start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Araya said you could help me get the Werax attention.
Araya works in strange ways. But I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Red pigments. Salah. Tekan, Mbak. Disuruh cari apa, teman-teman? God skin, God bone. Aku ada satu ya Pak ya.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean?
Ya, ini lukasin bagus-bagus.
That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are called to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
Araya said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their werak.
Oke.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Neck udah. Gather all pigments. The Hunter's Tree. Ntar guys, itu berapa meter Pak? 1000-an teman-teman. Jeez bro. Oke. Coba nyari ini dulu Pak. Oh, anak yang dicari sama si apa?
You'll find no glory here, Outlander. Only cold and death.
Sama si Burgren. Dengar ini ya? Ya, dengar cerita Pak. Cuma ada summon yang lainnya. Ting 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 ting.
Read the Talnak. Well, if it got itself frozen once, it'll do it again.
Rupanya yang apa sih hidupkan tolneknya itu juga salah satu misi teman-teman. Sudah kita lakukan duluan gitu loh. Oh, itu dia. Anak.
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and songs which called Brooklyn, do you?
Boys, that con
Tatai?
artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand girl. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
Share as. Para dulu Pak. Nggak salah aku ada misi ini kan Pak. Oh nggak bisa Pak. Wait. Oke yang mana ya Pak ya. shit. Anak-anak kalian cuman ini ya bangsat. Ow. What the hell? Kok ada long leg anjir? Wow, shit. Bentar, Pak. Alalah. Alalah. Yes. Wow. Ntar guys. Alamak.
The pulse gives them energy. Prepare for it.
Ini malah membetulin mereka, Pak. Jeez. Oh, bentar. Yang ini mau dihancurin dulu, Pak. Let's go. Bentar. Skorser. Nice. Let's go, guys. Yes.
That's done. You three are pretty handy in a fight.
Lumayan berkemampuan juga ya
Thanks, I
kalian.
guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
That's not the way Berggren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt.
Jantungnya
We still
hancur,
need
Pak,
2 more
Thunderjaw sebelumnya.
Berggren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Kenapa kalian mau keluar
Why are
dari
you leaving the cut?
desa
we
ini?
could go back to Banor. Let Anacut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read?
Bocor, Pak, semua dicerita. Gak ada orang yang
Had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We
Mau-
thought
mau-
someone
mau
else should
mereka,
have been in
teman-teman.
charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the Sundom.
The
From
Sundom.
here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Berggren,
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just
Emang
meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrant.
Like him, Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a thunderjaw. And
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snap Maw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you 3 out of trouble.
nggak ikut, Pak.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
bloody
Itu Bloody
snowdrifts?
Snowdrift nama kelompok.
That's what you want to call our Warwick?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
Oke.